Hey guys, Psycrafter here, and today, I hope you guys enjoy watching people suffer, because today I'm going to be suffering probably one of the worst things ever. The longest roll call I'll ever do. So when I do a roll call, I try to determine which characters are important. And as you can see here, I've got 46 characters. 46 characters. And I got a 2-hour block, so let's see how far I can get. We'll start off a roll call for Assassination Classroom with our first character, Kama Akabane, who is voiced by Nobuhiko Okamoto. And Nobuhiko has also voiced Bete Loga from Demachi and Solitaria Ro, Hakiguchi from Dorora, John Brown from Ghost Hunt, Kenji Kido from Guilty Crown, Jujo Saibo from Cells at Work, Takuzo from High School of the Dead, Gachio from JoJo Part 5, Torumuto from Shiki, and Fazago Casals from SEO War of Underworld Part 2, and I have words about this one. I have words about SEO Assassination Part 2. So let's move on to our second character. We got Yuma Asagai. Yuma is voiced by Ruta Osaka, and Ruta has voiced Sho from Charlotte, Polo from Demachi Season 2, the Incubus from Interspecies Reviewers, Mark from JoJo, there we go, Rota Watari from Your Line April, this is a really good anime, big recommend, Marco Bot from Attack on Titan, that dude made it all the way to Season 4 Part 1, Asushi Kanamoto from SAO and Assassination, and the Progressive movie. Or movies, I mean. And that's the last one of that character. Let's swiftly move along to Taiga Okajima, who is voiced by Ro Naito, and Ro has voiced Toyota Matsuda from Death Note. Don't even remember that character being in there. Hey, I'm calm. Our next character is Hinata Okano. Hinata is voiced by Minami Tanaka, and Minami has voiced Mary Satome from Kakagoroki. Mostly because I couldn't find a single anime that I had watched that she was in. So I figured I would put this one in because I've only listened to the opening of it, but the opening for the first season is really good. The second season's not that great. Moving on to our next character, we have Minami Okuda. Minami is voiced by Sayuri Yahaki, and Sayuri has voiced Haruna Sairenji from To Love Ru. To Love Ru is on my list of anime to do, of like ones to watch past the list of anime that I'm covering, but you got Zach from Plastic Memories, Tonko Oniyama from Rosio and to Vampire, Ranko Saluji from Sankareya, probably the best zombie anime I've seen, Sakuya from SAO, including probably the worst movie, Extra Edition, and SAO Assassination War of Underworld Part 2. Or like Season 2, it's like I doing smash and pass on the characters as I go through them. Our next character is Megu Kataoka, who is voiced by Chie Matsura, and Chie has voiced Sato from Angel Beats, and Dada from Interspecies Reviewers. Our next character is Kaede Keano, who is voiced by Aya Suzaki, and Aya has voiced Chloe Lolo from Damachi, Shoko Hida from Happy Sugar Life. This is a good dark anime. Nora Valkyrie from Ruby Ice Kingdom. I have wanted to watch this for years, but because of my podcast, I cannot watch it. I want to watch it. Selena Sherlock from Trinity 7. Her sister is a lot more promiscuous. Our next character is Yukiko Kanzaki, who is voiced by Satomi Sato, and Satomi voiced Saki Hanajima from the 2019 version of Fruits Basket, which does include the prelude. Moving on to our next character, we have Masayoshi Kimura, who is voiced by Shinsuke Kawabe, and Shinsuke has voiced Hideo Sotomura from Classroom of the Elite. I couldn't find any anime that I had watched that I'd been in, so this is the best I have, and the only one I have. So let's move on to our next character, who is Hinano Kurahashi, who is voiced by Hisako Kanemoto, and Hisako has voiced Haru Ichinose from Real Story of Devil, which it is a bit Yuri, but just because it's mostly female characters. Phyllis Chalia from Damachi Solitaria, Kururi Orihara from Dorara X2, Zell from Interspecies Reviewers. I'm getting all the Interspecies Reviewers characters here, aren't I? And Growlithe from Pokemon. Yep, that's how detailed I go in these parts. Let's move along to our next character, Nagisa Shiota, who is voiced by Mai Fujigami, and Mai has voiced Hino Nishizumi from Girls in Panzer, and Sadayo Kawakami from Persona 5 The Animation. Yeah, again, a lot of these are going to be like, I don't really have anything. Our next character is Sosuke Sugaya, who is voiced by Eiji Miyashita, and Eiji has voiced Yushio Gasai from, and also Shiraishi from Mirai Nikki, and Akagi and Shateki no Oyaji from Nichiju. Man, some very difficult Japanese names. Let's keep our trade rolling with Motohito Sugino, who is voiced by Yoshitaka Yamaya, and Yoshitaka has voiced Junpei Yoshino from Jujutsu Kaisen. Our next character is a bit more characters. Kotaro Takebayashi, who is voiced by Daishu Mizushima, and Daishu has voiced Takamatsu from Angel Beats, Jun Shiratori from Erased, Jojiro Takajo from Charlotte. Charlotte's a good one. Oh, I will always remember Charlotte for its epic music that just went hard. Yahiro Samukawa from Guilty Crown, and Finka from SAO. Such a minor character, but yeah, that's how it rolls. So let's move on to our next character, who is Runosuke Chiba, who is voiced by Junji Majima, and Junji has voiced Yoshiyuki Omura from Charlotte, once again. Shigeru Miura from Death Parade. That's nice old, like, it's like mostly set at a bar. I love it because of like the mystery elements and like the game element. Take Mikazuchi from Demachi, pretty much every season. Stunk from Interspecies Reviewers. I told you I'd be getting all the characters from Interspecies Reviewers. Malone from JoJo Part 5. Dust from Konosuba. Nah. David from SEO Alternative Gun Gale Online. that is the full title. Koichiro Yuki from SEO Progressive movie, from one of the movies. I don't think I put the right number. Our next character is Roma Terasaka, who is voiced by Subaru Kimura, and Subaru has also voiced Pesci from JoJo Part 5, I do not know how to pronounce that name, and Carden Winchester from Ruby Ice Kingdom. This is just going to keep teasing me now, isn't it? And moving on to our next character, we have Ryo Nakamura, who is voiced by Minami Numakura, and Minami has voiced Otoya Takeshi from Real Story of Devil, Eren from Plunderer, Piak Finger and the Cart Titan from Attack on Titan Seasons 3 and 4. And that's all I have there. So moving on to our next character, we have Kirara Hazama, who is voiced by Fuko Saito, and Fuko has voiced Sheena from Angel Beats. The only one I have here. Not much I can do there. Next up we have Rika Hayami, who is voiced by Shiho Kawaragi, and Shiho has also voiced Eriko Aizawa from Death Note, along with Wolfgang Grimer and Beta from Monster. I cannot believe I watched this anime. This is not an anime that's good. It's the only one I see as bad. Our next character is Sumire, who is voiced by Miho Hino, and Miho has also voiced Wise Secretary from Spy X Family, which I think Wise is supposed to be an acronym. Keeping it going to the next character, we got Yuzuki Fuwa, who is voiced by Kana Ueda, and Kana has also voiced Arya from Solitaria, Yako Katsuragi from Koro Sensei Quest, which is like a magic version of the original story, if I remember correctly, and Mi-chan from Sakamoto Desuga. I am looking forward to watching this anime. Continuing down the list, we have Hiroto Maehara, who is voiced by Shintaro Asanuma, and Shintaro has also voiced Junichi Tajima from Fireworks. And that's the only one I have here. So let's move along. Our next character has more. Kyoki Mimura, who is voiced by Shinya Takahashi, and Shinya has voiced Katsumi Matsunaga from another good sort of twisted anime. Twisted in the idea that it's like a cursed class. Dennis from Durara, Mario Tsuchiro from JoJo Part 5, Masao Murasako from Shiki. Yeah, I as soon as you see a face, sometimes you just know where they're from. Hiraki from, and also Gabriel's father from SEO Assassination War of Underworld. And this one I had to dig deep for. Yamata from SEO and SEO Progressive Movie 2. Moving on to our next character, we have Takuya Muramatsu, who is voiced by Kyoki Harasawa, and Kyoki has voiced Ferris Sagatus from SEO Assassination War of Underworld. And that's all I have here. And next up, we have Takayada, who is voiced by Ayaka Suwa, and Ayaka has voiced Takaku Azuma from Real Story of Devil, Lyra from Damachi Season 4 Part 2, Gun Saibo from Cells at Work, Chris and Eris from Konosuba, and Hijiri Kasuga from Trinity 7. Moving on to our next character, we've got Taisei Yoshida, who is voiced by Yoshiyuki Shimazuma. Yoshiyuki voiced Voss from Beastars. Let's keep the ball rolling with our next two characters in a weird way. These next two characters are voiced by the same voice actor. Got Ritsu Hayasaka, I didn't even know she had a last name, and Nisa Onaga, who is fake Ritsu, and they're both voiced by Saki Fujita, and Saki also voiced Tomi from Angel Beats, Rika Sasaki from Cardcaptor Sakura Clear Card. Yep, that's on my list. Yay. Ruri Hijiribe from Durarara, Saki Berry from Konosuba Explosive, Yamada from New Game, and Aya Kuromoto from King's Game. King's Game is I cannot wait to cover King's Game and try to defend how, because the story is not the best. But if you ignore the story, it's amazing. And Tanaka from Sakamoto Desuka, Natsukawa from Sankareya, one of the maids, Yamiya from Attack on Titan, made it all the way through season 3, and Scold from SEO season 2. I haven't seen season 2 yet, so welcome to the team. Our next character is Itona Harube, who is voiced by Megumi Ogata, and Megumi has also voiced Ayato Naoi from Angel Beats, Yukito Tsukishiro, and also Yue from Cardcaptor Sakura, Shinji Ikari from Neon Genesis Evangelion, which I am also looking forward to this one to try and make sense of the story. The episode 13 narrator from Nichiju, so there's no picture for the character. And yes, I specified episode 13 because each episode of Nichiju has a different narrator. Why? Because why not? Next up we have Gakushu Asano, who is voiced by Mamoru Miyano. Mamoru has also voiced Light Yagami from Death Note, Harada from Death Parade, Masaomi Akida from Durarara, Hisashi Igo from High School of the Dead. That character died so fast in that. Unlucky. Nobuaki Kanazawa from King's Game, the one anime I'm gonna try and defend to my best ability. Death the Kid from Soul Eater, and Soul Eater not. Yusuke Azumi from Fireworks. That's the last one there. Let's move on to character number 30. Kazutaka Shindo, who is voiced by Takuya Sato, and Takuya has also voiced Caesar Antonio Zeppeli from JoJo. I could not find a single role of what I had watched, but at least I got my JoJo humor in. Next up, we have Koro Sensei. Is voiced by Jun Fukuyama, and Jun has also voiced Bondo Rokuro from Deadman Wonderland, Shinra Kishitani from Durarara, Soldier number 66, just short of 69, from Nichiju, and Craft Lawrence from Spice and Wolf, which includes the reboot. Like, I don't know if it's a reboot or if it's like they're doing a more accurate version to the original manga or something like that. And lastly, Sean Chorizo from Sakamoto Desuka. Our next character is the Reaper. The Reaper, who is voiced by Nobunaga Shimazaki, and Nobunaga has voiced Hedin Selland from Demachi 5, which is the newest season of Demachi that's not even out yet. Yuki Soma from the 2019 version of Fruits Basket. Tsukasa Fuji from Your Name. We just had him in the literally last Sunday. And Yu-Gi-Oh! Egia, I don't know how to say this name, from SEO Assassination, which yes has War of Underworld Part 2. Next up we have Tadaomi Karasuma, who is voiced by Tomozaku Sugita. Tomokazu has voiced Akuru Akusu from Ahogo. Whenever I hear Ahogo, I just think of the opening theme. Kaiba from Real Story of Devil. Graham Spector from Bakuno Specials. not the actual Bakuman. It's like not the actual Bakuman anime specials after the anime. Over from Bo. What a mouthful. Ruga. Oh yeah, that's right. I just had a whole moment of just remembering this character where he was in this anime of Charlotte. He was the guy that was shocked by what was her name? The blind singer being in the restaurant. That's a Phil from Sales at Work. Joseph Joestar from JoJo. Sugita from Lucky Star. Oh, I guess that would be like a self-insert moment, because the voice actor's last name is Sugita. Yare from Spice and Wolf reboot. I'm calling it a reboot until I actually watch it. It might not be a reboot at all. Atsushi Maeda from Sakamoto Desuka. And no, I didn't say sushi. And Marlo Fredenberg from Attack on Titan. Made it all the way to season 3, because of course he did. Moving on to our next character, we have Arina Jelivic, which in the actual anime, because Japan has like their V's sound like B's, it ends up becoming Professor B Word. Anyway, Arina is voiced by Shizuka Ito, and Shizuka has voiced Rachel from Bakuno, Hakeku Taicho from Cells at Work Code Black, Tomoko Higashi Kata from JoJo Part 4, Nana from Plunderer, Meiko Shiraki from Prison School. I don't know why that picture has to be so big. Miki from Sakamoto Desuka, and lastly Kakuo Ken Judesa from Trinity 7 Movie 2. And yes, this is the only place this one particular character that is a sword appears. Next up, we have Gakuho Asano, who is voiced by Sho Hayami, and Sho has voiced President of the Daily Days from Bakuno, M. Saibo from Cells at Work, Vanilla Ice from JoJo Part 3 Season 2, Taichen Nakuro from Shimonetta. If you want dirty jokes, go to Shimonetta. Next up we have Red Eye, who is voiced by Taiten Kusunoki. Taiten has voiced Aline Duga from Bakuno, Shinya Godo from Plastic Memories, and that's all I have for this character. Next up we've got Lovro, who is voiced by Takashi Matsuyama, and Takashi has also voiced Cal Snyder from Death Note, and Hideharu Matsuyama from Ghost Hunt. It always comes back around to stuff that is so obscure. Next we got Smog, and Smog is voiced by Atsushi Imaroka, and Atsushi has voiced Dallas Ginard from Bakuno. Oh, it's always Bakuno. Ran Izumi, or is it Ran Izumi from Dorora, Ejiro Yoshimi from Ghost Hunt, Demon 2 from Interspecies Viewers, there it is again, and Rudolf von Stroheim from JoJo, and Hui from SEO Alternative Gunga Online. We're almost there, so let's keep it rolling with Gastro. And oh boy, Gastro has a lot here. Gastro is voiced by Takahito Kuyazu. Takahito has voiced Luck Gandor from Bakuno, Bo from Bo, Ichiro Hiragi from Darwin's Game, Shigeru Aoba from Neon Genesis Evangelion, Shibungi from Guilty Ground, Rotsuke Takahashi from Initial D. Initial D is a good one. So a good anime if you love cars. And even if you don't love cars, you'll love Initial D. I know I did. Dio Brando from JoJo Parts 1, 3, and 6. Kuro Amano from Mirai Nikki. Zastin from To Love Ru. Butch from Pokemon. Natsu Komori. And Koto Kotaro Jun from Rosette to Vampire, Zeke and the Beast Titan from Attack on Titan seasons 2 on to the end, Excalibur from Soul Eater, and Nobuyuki Sugo from SEO. Such a creep, that guy. And yet somehow he makes it into War Underworld Part 2. Jeez Louise. Our next character is Grip, who is voiced by Katsuki Murase. And Katsuki has also voiced Shibata from Katana Maidens. And that's all I have here. That's all I have. Nothing from what I watched. Next up, got Akira Takaoka, who is the teacher that you do not want. The teacher that is really abusive. And he is voiced by Kenta Miyake. And Kenta has voiced Murga Gandor and also Mr. Sugar Cube from Baccano. I don't know why that guy's name is Mr. Sugar Cube. Probably because he was just looking at Sugar Cube. Muhammad Anvadol from JoJo Part 3. Reiri Suzushiro from Kanagi. Shinonome from Plastic Memories. Riki from Shimoneta. Mike Zacharias from Attack on Titan. White Star from Soul Eater. And Eugene from SEO. And once again, somehow making it into War Underworld Part 2. Why? Only 5 characters left. We're moving on to Shiro, who is voiced by Rota Takeuchi. Rota has also voiced Memory T. Saibo from Cells at Work. DNG from JoJo's Part 6, Part 2. Uggy from Nichiju. Atosh from No Game No Life 0, a really good movie. Lord from the Spice and Wolf reboot. I'm just gonna... Lastly, Toma from Attack on Titan Season 2. Moving on to our next character, we've got Yuji Norita, voiced by Ayumu Murase. And Ayumu has voiced Neko from Durarara X2. Yuto from Sakamoto Desuga, and Yudo from Attack on Titan Season 4, and Shinichi Nagata from SEO, which does include that bad extra edition movie. I don't know why that movie has to be so bad. Let's just move on. Our next character is Aguri Yukimura, who is voiced by Ayako Kawazumi, and Ayako has voiced Machiko from Death Parade. Riveria, I don't know how to say that because it's an L and a J together. An L and a J together. What sound do you make there? Riveria Lajos Alf from Sword of Taria and also Season 3 of Demachi. Mas Saibo from Cells at Work. Her character is basically boob jokes. Natsuki Mogi from Initial D. By the way, if you haven't seen Initial D, big recommend. Arena Pelton from JoJo. Saki Tenjoin from To Love Ru. Winter Schnee from Ruby Ice Queendom. Natsuki Aki from SEO Season 2 and Assassination. Glad there's no Part 2 there. I hate the ending of SEO Assassination. Our next character is Matsu Kata, who is voiced by Kosei Hirota. Kosei has also voiced Mion's father from Higurashi Kai. Saburo Sonosaki from Higurashi Gyo, which is actually the anime that I'll be covering at the moment. Arnold Eklund from Spice and Wolf Season 2. And now, for our final character, we've got Sakura Kiyashiki, who is voiced by Hibiko Yamamura. Hibiko has voiced Damiya from Interspecies Reviewers. Of course, we had to get one last one in there. Nuke Saku from JoJo Part 3 Season 2. I don't know why it has to be a Season 2 and not a Part 2. And Aoba's mother from New Game. And now we're done. Perfect way to close everything on accident. so that you get a nice view of Blake from Ruby. Anyways, that is now the end. We're finally finished.